Misty, The Adventures of a Runaway Horse, written and illustrated by Maggie Ambrose. In a faraway land in Montana, out in the country, was a little farm named Greenyard. Shaun White and his wife Martha owned the farm. They had a beautiful farm filled with trees, crops, and a special horse named Misty. Misty looked like a normal horse. She was white with a black mane and green eyes. She liked to jump and run just like the other horses did, but Misty was special because she could talk. Now Misty loved adventures, but since she was stuck inside a fence all day, she didn't get to do much exploring. Oh, how she longed to get out and see what was on the other side of that fence. One day, she did. She jumped over that fence and ran as fast as she could until she was out of breath. All of a sudden, she heard a loud boom. Misty looked up. She was in the middle of a battle between cowboys and Indians. Misty was about to get out of there, but she saw a grown man about to shoot a little boy. Misty pushed him out of the way. They were safe. "Thanks," said the little boy. "You're welcome," said Misty. "What is your name?" "Light as a feather," the little boy replied. Instantly, the boy and the horse became friends, and they walked and they talked and they talked and they walked until it became dark. The little boy began to get cold. Misty let him lay on her back. They began to fall asleep under the stars. When they woke up, Misty began to feel homesick. Light as a Feather promised Misty he would help her find her way back home. They began to search for Misty's home. They looked for hours and hours. Just when they were about to give up, they found the Greenyard farm. Shaun and Martha were so happy to have their wonderful horse Misty back. Misty was happy too. Everyone was happy except for Light as a Feather. He was going to miss his new friend. His head hung and he began to cry. Misty saw how sad Light as a Feather was and began to comfort him. The owners saw how sad the little boy was too, and how much Misty loved him. They made him a deal. He can come see and ride Misty anytime he wants. Light as a Feather began to smile and said, "Let's start now." He jumped on Misty's back and they rode off together for another fun adventure.